Chef Paul Lillakas is making us grilled chicken thigh sandwiches with bok choy slaw. This sounds so good. I love a good barbecue, Paul. So tell us what makes this one so delicious.
So, Tracy, who doesn't love a good crispy chicken sandwich? Well, this is a grilled version of that, perfect for Father's Day. We're using chicken thighs, boneless, skinless, and a flavorful marinade that will help it caramelize on the grill. Perfect for the whole family.
No, thighs are going to do it. You get the flavor. It's really, really good. Okay, it sounds amazing. Here are the ingredients you're going to need for this barbecue. Take a look at those. Gather them up for Dad. And now what's the first thing we need to do, Paul?
Okay, so first things first, we definitely need a burger sauce, a sandwich sauce, something spicy and simple. So it's going to start with some mayo and just two ingredients, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce for that umami and some sriracha for heat. So I'm going to just get that right in there.
Okay, well, that's already a good combination. And for me, it's all about the sauce. That's what I want to see in the recipe because the meat is secondary. So now that we've got that done, what's the next step?
So now we got to make our marinade. And these are all familiar ingredients, things that I keep on hand that I love to use. We're going to start with some sodium-reduced soy sauce, some canola oil. You could use any neutral oil, some sliced green onions, some more sriracha, and you can add as much or as little as you want. You know, customize this to your taste. A little bit of salt and pepper, some minced garlic, fresh is best, and some brown sugar. Now, this will really help with the caramelizing on the grill. You want to add some kind of sweetness, sesame oil, another one of my favorite ingredients, and just a little bit of white vinegar. So that gives it some acidity. So you mix that up, and this is not only the marinade for the chicken, this is also going to double as our dressing for the slaw. So I'm going to take about a quarter cup of that, and I'm going to just put it off to the side, and we're going to use that a little bit later. Now, in goes our chicken, and you want to marinate this for as long as possible. I like an hour or up to overnight. Give that a really good stir, get those nicely coated, cover this, and keep it in the fridge. And of course, I've already got some that are marinated here, and I'm going to get those onto a nice hot grill because we want them nice and charred on the outside. So grease your grill, get those on. You want to hear that sizzle, of course.
That is the sound.
Oh, yeah. Just cook them, turning occasionally until they're nice and charred. And don't worry so much about overcooking because chicken thighs are very, very forgiving.
Okay, so this is all good so far. I'm wondering, do you like sriracha, Chef? I'm sensing a lot of sriracha, and I'm with you. I love it, too. It gives you that kick. Very intrigued by the bok choy slaw, which sounds like a nice little healthy side for this dish. You want to get into that now?
Totally. And yeah, I love sriracha. I always keep it on hand, and that's why I like to use it in my recipes. It's got nice depth of flavor, but also that heat. And bok choy, if you're not familiar with it, it's this wonderful little green vegetable. It's a cruciferous vegetable, so it's got that kind of mild cabbagey flavor, which makes it perfect for a slaw. You may have only ever seen it sauteed or in stir fries. Well, you can totally eat it raw. The leaves are nice and green, and the stalks are nice and crunchy. Thinly slice them, and I've added a little bit of shaved cabbage as well, because this isn't a side so much as a topping. This is going to go on our sandwiches, and I'm going to add that reserved dressing right in. It doesn't take a lot because it's a very strong dressing, and just give it a nice toss. And you want to do this right before you build your sandwiches because the bok choy will wilt quickly. So right when it's time to serve, give that a nice toss. And then I already have some chicken thighs that I've taken off and rested. And check out the color on these. Beautifully caramelized and rested, ready to be made into a sandwich. So I got a little brioche bun here. Nice, soft, eggy bread. I'm going to add a little bit of that sauce on the top and on the bottom. And this recipe makes 8 sandwiches, but if you wanted, you could double up the chicken for Dad. So I'm just going to add one there. A little bit of slaw on the top like that. Top it with the bun, and you have a beautiful chicken sandwich, hot from the grill, big flavor. Trust me, you're going to get layer after layer of flavor on that, and it's just delightful and a little different for Father's Day.
It is a little different. Like I said, I like that you use the thighs for that. If we were doing this in real life, Chef, how long do you think those thighs would be on the grill for? And you said hot, hot grill, right?
Yeah, pretty hot. I'd say anywhere between 12 and 15 minutes. Everybody's grill is different. And keep an eye on them, keep them moving, and use that meat thermometer if you're just wondering about them being done. You want to take them to about 165 Fahrenheit and then give them a nice rest. Yeah, check that out. Beautiful lines, and that's from that marinade. A little bit of sugar really helps get those grill marks.
A little bit of sugar helps everything. Chef Paul, thank you for that. This recipe is up on cityline.tv.